thought we'd have a go at doing some desk yoga. I'm working from home and I find this stretch just really helps me concentrate from the day. So let's get on with it. Okay then, so if you want to come to the edge of your chair, put your feet flat on the floor and just sit with your back nice and tall. Hold your tummy muscles tight and then just breathe. Breathe into your tummy. Let it out nice and slowly. And get yourself centered on your chair so that you know that you're here. Okay, nod forward and back 3 times, nice and slowly, there's no rush. We're not here just to get it done, we're here to do some good. Bring your head to the centre and now turn your head to the left and follow through to the right. And with your breathing, what you're supposed to do is each time you move, you breathe in, and as you move the other way, you breathe out. I've lost count now, so we'll do that again. And head to centre. Then shoulder loops, up and back. Put your arms heavy by your sides and bring your shoulders up and back. Remember to hold your tummy muscles tight, keep your back straight. Probably feel all that crunching, those funny noises that your shoulders make. And then forwards. I always think there's a Herman Munster pose. Lovely. And just let that settle in. Super stuff. Now put your hand on the side of your chair and then you want to twist. So hold your tummy muscles in and as you breathe out you twist and look over your shoulder. And every breath out you try and twist a little bit further. Don't crank into it, don't force yourself. It's just literally keep your body straight, hold your tummy muscles in and turn. That's all you've got to do. I have seen some yogis do a complete owl move and then breathe and bring it back to the centre where they can literally turn in half, but you know, let's be real. And then turn to the other side, breathe out, turn and twist. Hold your tummy muscles, keep your back straight, keep your feet flat on the floor, keep your bum level. We got all that. And breathe out and twist a little bit further. And then bring it back to centre. Now holding onto the side of your chair, take your arm out at the side, bring it up. And then bend from the waist, keeping your bum flat on the chair, feet flat on the floor, clenching your tummy muscles and take your arm high and over. You're not cranking into it. The idea is to stretch from here to here, all the way down. So hold your tummy muscles, breathe, smile. It's a nice slow yoga. It's a good stretch. And then come back to centre. And then we do that on the other side, so hold on to the chair. Bring your arm up and over. Bum square. Hold your tummy muscles in. Stretch over. If you are bendy, go as far as you want to, but keep that bottom flat on that chair. Just feel and enjoy that stretch. Oh, this feels good today for me, that's why I'm taking a bit longer. And then come back to centre. Now you want to clasp your hands behind your back, like so. Puff out your chest, push your arms down and stretch into it, and then you want to gently bend forward, keeping your arms out as far as you can. Don't push into it though, it's meant to relax. It's not meant to hurt too much, it's just meant to be stretching those muscles. Clench your tummy muscles, and each time you breathe out, try and lift your arms a little bit higher. We're not here for long, just a count of 10. And on the next out breath, gently roll back up. Let your head float to your shoulders. We don't want anybody falling off the chair. Lovely. Now we're going to do the crane arms. So hold your arms out. Cross your right over your left at the elbow. Bring them up. Put your palms together. So your arms across. And then lift them so they're just at the height of your shoulders. If you can't touch your hands, don't worry, just leave them open. The idea is to feel the stretch in your back. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Hold your tummy muscles in. And each time you take an out breath, just try and push your elbows a bit forward further so that you stretch that back. And release. And do the same on the other side. So arms out forward. Cross over your left over your right. Bring them up. If you can touch, that's great. If not, just leave them like this. And feel that stretch. Breathe into it, feet flat on the floor. Hold your tummy muscles and just breathe gently into it. Lovely. And then let it go. And take a breath. And then to reverse that stretch at the back, we're now going to go the other way. So clasp your hands behind you again. And this time just push it back as far as you can. Push your chest out as high as you can. Get your arms as low as you can. And push your chest out and look to the ceiling. Clench your tummy muscles. Feet flat on the floor, bum square on the chair. And breathe gently. Look to the sun, if there was one. Push, 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 push. Make it all active. Engage everything. Push, push, push. Oh, lovely. And let that go. Super. Put your hands back into your lap. Now we've got our favourite one now. So sitting tall, clenching your tummy muscles, keep your chest proud, your heart lifted. Take your right foot and put it over your left leg. So you've got a figure of 4. Now keep your foot engaged so your foot is tight and engaged. Try and keep your leg as low as it can. You might not be able to, your leg might be right up here, your hip might be so tight, your leg might be right here. But if you can get your leg down as far as it can, then you put your arms out and you just bend as low as you can. If you can go right over and feel that flex in your hip, probably in your knee, you might feel something in your ankle, but don't go too far, don't hurt yourself, just stretch it nicely. And on each exhale, go a little bit lower if you can, don't force yourself. We're not here to pop muscles. We're here to stretch and limber up. Remember, clench your tummy. On each out breath, try and go a little bit lower. And come back up nice and slowly. Float your head up. Lovely. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take a breath, there's no rush. And then cross your other ankle over the other leg. Engage your foot so it's nice and strong. Sit up nice and tall, arms out in front, and drape over your leg as far as you can go. You might only be here to start with, you might only be really high. And then on each out breath, if you clench your tummy on your out breath, you might be able to go a little bit lower. Of course, one side is going to be tighter than the other, depending whether you're right or left-handed, I find. I'm right-handed, so I find that on my left side I can hardly bend at all. Clench your tummy, breathe deep, stretch as far, feel that stretch in your hip. Keep your foot engaged and come back up. Nice and slowly, no rush. Now I'm just going to add a new move now. So put your feet flat on the floor and I want you to stand up with bent legs, if you can see me. So stand up so your legs are bent, and then I want you to bend over your bent legs, keep your legs bent and try and just grab hold of your ankles if you can. And then on your next breath out, try and straighten your legs so that your head is hanging. And you can feel the rush to your face, very gently. There's no need to rush around. Just straighten the legs as far as you can. Just feel that stretch in the body and the stretch in the head. Let your head hang. You can shake it backwards and forwards. Shake yes and no. Just relax into it. Clench your tummy muscles. Hold your tummy in, remember. Each breath, try and go a little bit deeper. And then very, very slowly come back up as slowly as you can, making sure that your head is the last thing to float back up. There's no rush. Yoga's not about the rush. Yoga is about concentrating the mind and strengthening the body. And now you're stood there, if you put your hands out like this, your feet slightly apart, just like you were. This is called the tree pose. So your muscles are clenched. So the idea here is that you are drawing your shoulder blades down at the back. You're tensing your tummy muscles. You're drawing your knees up so your legs are engaged. And you're holding your hands out. Your shoulders are down. Your chin is level to the floor. And breathe. It sounds easy, but this is one of the best poses you can do to relax. I find doing this in queues is a great place to do this. You don't have to put your hands out so wide, you can just literally stand, gauge your tummy muscles, lift your knees, push your shoulders down, put your chin flat to the floor and breathe. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Breathe into it. And then come back to your chair. And smile. Well done, people, we're through it. Thank you very much. Namaste.